My original idea for the costume here was this with a bunch of porno hair here, which is more and more appropriate the more I think about it in comparison to this movie. But sorry, guys, this is the closest to 70s as I could find. Hello and welcome back to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly, and I just got out of The Nice Guys, starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. Wow, who thought that those two would have been like perfect for each other? And no, you guys don't get it. I'm not just saying like perfect. No, I mean literally they play off each other so goddamn well in this movie. It's mind blowing. You wouldn't think these guys would have this much chemistry with each other, but they do. It's fucking scary. Ryan Gosling's like over the top, almost cartoonish level of desperation and crap, I can't even think of the words to describe it. He freaks out all the time. He's a horrible drunk who's always getting drunk on the jobs. And then you have Russell Crowe, who is literally the nonchalant, takes this very, very seriously. He doesn't take shit from anyone. He's your enforcer type guy. And this is a buddy cop movie just without the cop elements. These guys are just perfect together. I just don't know how else to describe it. If you can't tell, this movie was fucking amazing. It wasn't at any point, horribly laugh out loud funny or, completely, on the edge of my seat action wise. It was the correct balance of everything. It was just a smooth, cool, awesome, funny action movie. And we saw a return of one of my favorite actors of all time, Matt Bomer! Yes! I wish you were in more of this movie, because that last third where you actually do show up was pretty fucking awesome. If there is one word that describes this movie in a nutshell, it'd be the 70s. But if there's another word, it would be character. This whole movie has nothing but character. And before we go into any spoilers, my final recommendation is must watch. Seriously, go see this in theaters. It is so worth it. You won't regret a single second of it. It's mature, it's funny, the chemistry between the leads is just unbelievable. The child star that they got inside of it acts more maturely than most actors who are, well, mature. And of course, Matt Bomer is always a sight to see. So yeah, my final verdict before going into spoilers is must watch. For those who want to stay for spoilers, let's get into the plot of this. It starts out with a porno. Yeah, a porno with a plot. They actually say that line in the movie. Ryan Gosling just is like trying to wrap his head around that. First thing that popped in my mind is 50 Shades of Grey. Just, if only you knew. Okay, the movie actually starts out with a kid sneaking into his parents' room to steal the porn mags that his dad keeps under his bed. Yes, his dad, who's in bed with his wife, has porn mags underneath that said bed. Something tells me your marriage isn't off to a brilliant start there. So the kid succeeds to getting to the porno mat and turns to the centerfold almost immediately, which shows the picture of Misty Mountains, a holy shit beautiful level woman, just saying. Only to have her car literally come crashing through the building, missing the kid by about 5 feet, and, well, causing an accident. The kid goes down there, and the last words from this porno star, who is draped, bloody and bleeding inside of the same position as the centerfold on a log, saying, "You like my big car, bro?" I might have gotten that wrong, but that line right there is like the whole movie. This is some kind of weird 70s porno version of Citizen Kane. It's hilarious. And basically that's the plot that ties everything together. Ryan Gosling is a washed out detective who's turned PI, who is the type of guy who extorts money from all of his clients, doesn't matter what the case is. He's hired by Misty's grandmother, or was it her mother? I can't remember, honestly. I'll correct that. Ryan Gosling is hired to find Misty Mountains because her grandmother person swears that she saw her 2 days after She supposedly died inside of her house. So, what's going on? Meanwhile, Russell Crowe was hired by another young lady to basically get some goons that have been following her off her ass. Yes, he's the enforcer. He's the guy you hire to kick the shit out of people. They have an awesome scene where he beats the living shit out of a pedophile. This movie just knows how to make me smile. Well, it turns out Ryan Gosling is actually tracking the woman that hired him. He's not affiliated with the people that Russell Crowe was hired to actually beat the living shit out of, but he gets mistaken for them, which causes Russell Crowe to beat the living shit out of him. Only to find out that Russell Crowe is visited by a couple of henchmen trying to find the person that hired him, this girl that he was supposedly going to get these guys off of. Realizing that his client's in trouble, Russell Crowe ends up hiring Ryan Gosling to help him find this girl so that then they can protect her, because he does feel that he needs to protect his clients, which is basically the whole butt of the movie. And then it's just following clue after clue, murderer to murderer, trying to figure out how this connects with Misty Mountains, how this movie porno that is You Like My Big Car, Bro, and why everyone is trying to kill them over it. If I would go into any more detail than that, I would basically ruin the whole movie for you. But I have to say that this movie you don't know where it's going. I go to movies all the time, and I couldn't predict this shit. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. It's just so bonkers, but it feels like something that would have happened in the 70s. Because, damn, it really is. As I said, this movie revels in the fact that this is 70s and that they're dealing with Los Angeles and that there's smog everywhere, people are jackasses, and everyone loves their pornos. And it's essentially a buddy cop movie, which I found really surprising because there's no real cop element to this. It's just two guys who just happen to be private investigators from two different sides. One's the guy who doesn't look for any evidence, he just goes and beats up whoever the hell you tell him to after you find them. One guy is the actual guy who extorts money from people to find other people. He's the type of guy who takes pictures and then does nothing with them. They really are like the yin and yang of each other. They're both good at what they do. They're better when they work together. And let's face it, the daughter over there, who is just amazing, is actually solving more of the crime than these two guys combined. Yes, she is the Penny to their Inspector Gadget. And honest to God, what makes this movie so great is just the characters themselves. Their interactions with each other are just fascinating, and their offhand lines about making fun of or acknowledging the situation are just what really sell this movie as a 70s porno flick. Getting back to the plot, basically how this all ties together is that a girl named Amelia Kuttner, that's how you spell it. Turns out that she made a porno with Misty Mountains, among other people, all to try to expose a car dealership scheme, because once they get it into a porno theater, people will see it. It's a message in a porno movie. Ryan Gosling's actual reaction. So, let me get this straight. You made a porno where the point was the plot? And now the car industry and all of the politics and gangs that are connected to them are trying to get this goddamn movie and kill anybody who had seen it or been produced in it. And that's where Matt Bomer comes in as an assassin working for these guys named John Boy. And boy, is he good at his job. He just goes through 50 people at times. It's seriously, he's suave, he's cool, he is the action of this action movie. Now, I don't want to make him sound like he's invincible, because he does take hits and he does, not succeed at times. And yeah, it's still kind of unbelievable some of the shit he was able to do, but it's so much fun, you don't even care. You really don't. And really, there's nothing else to this movie. As much as I like to praise this movie and go into it, there's really no deep symbolism here. There's no nuance or anything like that. There's nothing that's going to get you really, really riled up, because that's the whole point of the movie. It's a couple of PIs take a job, and when they all get caught and the movie is turned into evidence and turns out that Amelia's mother was in on it the entire time, blah, 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 the car companies get away with it. No one gives a shit. That's the whole point of the movie. It's just these guys, well, job done. Move on to the next one. And that's what makes this movie so good. It remembers that it can just be a movie. It doesn't have to be some political message. It doesn't have to be superheroes fighting each other. I don't know if you can see that over the glare, but that is my Civil War poster now. It's just some guys who have some drinking problems, who have checkered pasts, who are just trying to live their lives. One of them even raising their daughter. That's it. And that's all you need. So yeah, my final verdict is still must see. It's a character piece. It's just guys doing what they do and some pretty funny action scenes. And that's it for me. Have you seen Nice Guys? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. Maybe we'll get some healthy discussion going. And as always, if you liked what you see, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, the share button, and be sure to let everyone know about my channel. Be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitch and Twitter. And I will have some more videos coming out on Twitch soon. I have been spending a lot more time than I should be on Destiny. I am hoping to do some other streams on there as well. I have a Naruto game I'm hoping to do, which wasn't any kind of subtle hint at what's coming. Subtle, right? And yeah, that's it for me. So, I'll see you all next time.